All right, Geoff, you've kind of been through the car wash here, media car wash, and what's the question you got the most? Is it just about taking over?
Yeah, basically. What's going to be the difference? What's going to be the same? What's it going to be like to follow your dad's legacy? That type of thing. But I tell everybody, it's just extremely humbled, rewarding that Dr. Bartlett, Coach Dodge, and those guys saw enough in me to be able to trust me with the reins of the program for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be a very difficult transition for the team. You've been a part of the program for so long as a coach there, and have you tweaked anything? Because every new coach likes to kind of change things a little bit and kind of put your own personality on it somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of been not just a process this year. I've been very fortunate that he, over the last probably 4 or 5 years, gave me more and more responsibility as far as like practice schedules and those types of things going, and kind of like doing things that the players wanted to do. So that aspect I was kind of already doing, but just the way we approach maybe meeting times, practice times, our approach to our off-season weight training program. Like I kind of delegated and gave Coach Doucette full autonomy on do what we need to do. Those types of things. But it has been a good, easy transition. I think the guys are excited. It's been, I think, maybe the best possible scenario you could ask for as a first-time head coach, and that we do have some experience back, but we don't have a ton of returning starters. So our young guys in the program have been very energetic because they see that there's an opportunity. They've been very open to possible opportunities, different playing positions, different playing styles. We're trying to do things schematically a little bit different on offense and defense. It's just try to maximize our potential with our playmaking ability. And so I think that's all just been a welcome challenge that everybody's responding to.
Yeah, you were talking about your quarterbacks earlier and kind of where they are at this point. I know y'all gone through quarterback changes and transitions before, and what's important at this stage in mid-July with them?
Just that we're continuing to develop and grow, and I think we have done that. I mentioned to you earlier that we probably had our best day this week. These last couple of days that we've thrown with other people has probably been our quarterback's most consistent. Best day, putting the ball in the right place at the right time, and giving the ball to our playmakers where they got opportunities to run after the catch. So that's been good to see. That you can tell that things are clicking, finally starting to come together. We know that it's not a competition that's going to be settled anytime soon. We're probably going to go right up through camp, right up to maybe the first ball game. We might even still play 2, maybe 3 different guys in that first couple of weeks just to try to see who can take it over.
We wrote about Landon Collins the other day as a wide receiver and a guy that can help in the secondary. Who are some other guys that are kind of coming into their own that may open up some people's eyes this year?
Landon is what he is. Robbie Jacobs is here with me today. Robbie is probably a step faster than Landon. Extremely quick twitch, great route runner, good with the ball in his hands. We're looking for him to have a big year as well. Ethan Farragut is another kid that's coming out to be a sophomore for us that he's kind of taken over and assumed a role in the slot position. He's proven himself to be extremely dynamic and fast and quick, and he's played some in the secondary for us already this offseason. So we're excited about those guys. We kind of got a running back by committee room again. We'll see kind of how that's going to play out in camp. But they've been excited about those 2 guys and other guys like Bryce Thompson, who's here today, played linebacker, defensive end. Harrison Kilpatrick's another big body athlete. He'll play outside linebacker, some tight end for us. So we're excited about those guys.
So Bryce has had a lot of notoriety lately for track and field. And what does he bring skill set wise to the football field, though?
He's just extremely tough, consistent. He's the guy in our weight room that the whole weight room stops when he's over there working out. Because he's got 550 pounds on the squat rack. He's got 365 pounds when he's power cleaning. And so he just brings a level of consistency, of toughness, all off season with his track schedule. He's been right there in our 6 a.m. workout group before school every single day. And so guys see that, they notice the type of work that he puts in, and then he plays like it out there. He's tough, he's physical. He brings that kind of level of toughness that you want, on a defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I think about Farragut and I think about its lineage and its history, especially in really successful seasons, linebackers have always been a huge part of that. And can you speak about that group on the whole?
Yeah, so
this year
with Bryce, with some other guys that we got, we don't really know who's going to be in there with him yet. But we've got several guys that bring a little bit of athleticism, where they're a little bit longer, rangier, not as big or as bulky as like Jack Alley is or was last year for us, but they kind of fit that mold of where they can be headhunters kind of in there and play well against the run. So we got several guys in that competition, several young guys. We'll just see how it plays out and what happens, and we'll probably play a bunch of different guys in that spot.
What do you feel like going into spring scrimmages will be points of concern? I know you've talked a little bit about some, but just things that you'd want to see a big jump in come scrimmage time.
Well, we're pleased with the progress we made in our offensive defensive lines, but that is an area where we've only got one offensive lineman back. We'll have 3 new defensive line starters back. We've got some good competition. We've got some good ability there. We're just looking to get those guys some live competitive reps so they can get that experience under their belt. And then behind that, we got to develop some depth. You know, we've got maybe 8 guys competing for 4 offensive line spots. Even Jacob Cabrera, who's our returning starter on the offensive line, he's going to be playing a new position. So there's a learning curve there. So we're just trying to get those guys more competitive reps under their belt.